That's all you guys.
Oh,
All right.
thank you.
Yep, not a problem.
Um, well, we think we're live. If you hear something, would you let us know that you can hear us? Around behind there, there's a light switch. Yeah, just dim that down if you would. Yeah, that's good. Thanks.
Wow.
Doesn't have to be that dark, but I don't like it being bright. Yeah, anyhow, we got a good match here. Joe Piccarello and me and Bobby.
Hello, everybody.
Normally we have chicken, but he's faking illness tonight, so we'll have to do it. And you know what? He didn't change the names. We got to get the names changed. Excuse us for a minute. All right. Hopefully we're live now. Oh yeah, John Hussey says sounds good. Thank you very much, John. We're novices in here, so we need any help you can give us. Well, this should be a good match, Joe, even though it's not the one we expected. I assume there must be more to it. He's not the type of ball. I just didn't get the message. He takes his bridge serious. Let's see. Hey, that's Oscar's quickly getting good at pool. Year or two I've been coming here. He's jumped a lot. He's seriously at it.
Last time I saw him play Kevin Malley. Watch him now play.
He's getting better. That's smooth stroke. I don't know what the rankings are in the list, so I just have to leave that like it is.
Cliff is out there.
Oh, Cliff White, if you're out there, let us know. If anyone's out there, let us know, please.
Chicken, are you there?
Once again, I was playing for the wrong ball. I thought he was not used to the four ball
I
being
know, isn't
purple.
that crazy?
Looks to me like he could play a little carom on the 6. What do you think? Or is he just going to play?
Please.
Thank you, Teddy. So people are hearing us, so that's good. Now we just have people turning us on.
Good.
Colleen's out there listening.
Colleen, are you there?
That was a tough shot from 9 feet away.
That's
oh boy,
hold that ball. 7.
The table's got to be perfect with that shot. The man I'm sitting here with, Joe, we first met 51 years ago in a pool room. And we're still in the pool room. It's been 50 plus years. When we had Dave Bell, who's been here longer than us.
Go back a little.
Oh, you and Dave go back farther than I do. Look, if Oscar can make this ball, how's he going to get on the green one? Let's see, Oscar's.
I think there's a bank there. I mean, yes, across it, but I think there's a bank.
I would see. Funny how that looks different than this one a little bit. And this one looks like you can hit the whole ball. On yours, I would just hit it firm and well harder than. Oh, they hit it good. I like that
Oh, yeah.
because I would have been tough to get on the six ball. And I think when you play the first back, you should, anyhow, might come out dog in it one. So I blamed that on Eddie. Eddie would never let me warm up in front of people. He always made
Is
him
that
up.
right?
Yeah, he didn't want people to see I could play, so he wait till the money was posted. And I think that's why I've always been a close starter because of him. But I learned a lot from that man. Talking about a guy named Eddie O'Connell, great pool player
Great player.
out of the '60s and '70s.
Player.
A big influence on my life.
I was telling Henry O'Connor's son, father was older than him.
A lot. Yeah.
6 years.
He just looked old. Even when I met him, he was 40s, and I
Yeah.
thought he was 60.
Because he was 6 years.
So it was quite a bit. So you wait and say, "Oh man, I don't understand why he hit it so hard." But hit a cue ball, got away with it.
Play with it.
I like the old days with push out because you couldn't get away with stuff. You make a nice push and you're back in the game. Now you better kick it in pretty good. On a different note, you ever look at his cue up close? Things will work hard.
Oh,
Oh, Drexler made that. Oh, really?
yes. It's all gold in there.
Boulder's still serving silver, sterling silver. And actually, it's telling me he wants more inlays put in it. He's already got a pile, but it is pretty. Gotta make a nice look.
My source for it.
He does.
Buys it in bulk.
Oh,
So
where do they get it from when they buy bulk?
I think he's pretty much the same price.
So it's not a real.
Times people are looking for it.
A friend of ours, Bruce, a couple of weeks, left them both on the table today.
I found it for
Someone else gives it back to him.
I gave it to him.
Oh, he lost it again. Because then
I gave it back to him.
yeah, and he lost it again. Then I gave him another one. He lost it.
He
And
told me
I stopped giving him that.
never would never take his
I would.
because I know where it came from.
He's that
You know
dumb.
what I mean?
If he's that dumb, I would.
But the first day you gave it to him, left it on the table, like, put it in my case, and then when I saw him again, I gave it. Where'd you find
And then, like I said, the next time I came in, he did it again. I think the world of Bruce. I'm not just going to throw the chalks away. Enough of Bruce. Looks like if he cuts this in that corner, how close is he going to be to that side? Yeah, it looks like it's going to be close. It was pretty close. And he got away with it. Well, I don't know who the favorite is in the matchup. I don't know the
either.
rank.
Dirk play a couple? He plays on Nick team.
Used to see him as shooters a lot.
Plays on Tuesday on Nick's.
I was thinking, oh, Peter might have liked to stop in here if we saw him. Those he's coming
He probably would.
if he knows where we are. I think this one you got to go for the bank and try to bring the cue ball down towards the 8 a little bit. No, table it's short. Could be because of full of people out there. Tables might be getting a little wet.
Okay.
This one I can't tell. Can he cut it inside? It's yeah.
I think he can. I even play it down the corner.
I think I might because that side it almost looks like that's a back cut. I don't think it's a gimme anyway. That nice, beautiful.
Shot.
You know those real fine spin shots that can run it the side. That's the only thing that I don't do well with those carbon fibers. I spin them. I don't know. Made it perfect. Yeah, I don't see the same spin I get with the maple.
Hmm.
But if I was a young man just starting out, I'd play with carbon
You guys see it a lot more.
fiber. Go to look at a major. Most of the time, even the Filipinos start using. I never thought they would. All the Europeans are like it. If I was just starting out, he made it about as tough as he could.
To make it tough.
Yeah, I don't think he's got to worry about a scratch. No idea. Special. Guess
Got
that was a nice start. Oscar's red eight hit with a deposit, and then up one on his side. Just have to hit it once. It takes a second, but we start yeah, this.
Yeah.
And if we go to table four, which we could if
I see.
we would go, yeah, that at least 15. And if you have to scratch your patient. Good. They're doing really nice things in the Bobby's with it. And since we started coming in here last year, this is drastically different. We just got to get a waitress.
Greg was curious. I told you yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Bobby said there because he was explaining why he did.
No, he did. He did like that. I think
Then it made sense after I never thought of it.
I like us being in the spot away from talking right through. No, he didn't make anything, but it looks like he didn't leave anything either.
Good kick. We have one. That's eight. They didn't even have a dollar. 20 and a 5 on.
Take half of it.
No.
I don't eat
One
one. What's funny is we do matches. Sometimes I don't know where you see it. It says something in chicken like later. It'll be like 2,000. He gets more views afterwards than just
Really?
um, every time too. That was a pretty good save.
Very good save.
No, very nice. Assume he's going to kick too much future in jumping it.
Like a big golf and
Yeah.
they pull back.
I first found Adams 1968, maybe service. There were 5 people for they were all good pool. That was seals. And I wasn't around when Joey had the pit, but that would have been another one.
Never went in there.
And we heard of it.
In West Haven, it went to West Haven High School.
Why would in that Adams billiard? A tough spot. I was very uncomfortable. I was like,
That was
great player. I played Larry one time. I got him on 3 in a row. Minus 18. Figured I was stealing. He ran about 125 and out of. So I finished up with about 12. And I was happy. I mean, he was a great pool player.
stroke.
He wanted to make inventing the APA and became a wealthy man.
Yeah, when he got finished playing with Kershaw, I didn't even know him.
He's the one that discovered Mike Siegel. He took Siegel around when Siegel was a kid.
All right.
Yeah. For the APA.
Oh, he says to me, people have told me I have a lot of
I've heard of that, yeah.
this guy.
Heck of a player. I think that, it's too bad, but the day of the road players come. The people like Buddy Hall showing up and all change. I know it's probably for the better, but I like the way things roll. Yeah, hard to win it. The balls they miss. be a nice little stroke. Really also able. Boy, saying good Oscar's playing, and he hasn't shown it yet. Painter's still playing Sheik, see him?
They're playing. They're playing.
Nice.
What they
Sheik's wearing sandals and socks. Oh, very God, there you go. This.
sure.
Okay. This one. So, but I find I usually watch the one buttons here, change the overhead. I don't. They do cameras. Stroke. Thinking we should tell Brian Merrick we were in here. He could certainly take over. The man, he doesn't stop. He called me at midnight to tell me something. Again, this morning he called when crack of noon. Called me. He's hilarious. Oh, but he'd shoot and duck at the same time. Well, he made it tiny bit being on the long rail like. Well, there we go.
Okay.
Dirk one to
All right.
look at.
Guys, we haven't heard from Colleen.
Guess she's not paying attention. You think of this magic rack, Joe?
You know, Bobby, it seems to hold the balls together better. I think.
I think so. No, I do. I agree. I'm not a fan, except that nobody wants to watch two guys argue over the, and we've seen that many, many times.
Good attorneys can watch.
It's ridiculous.
It's
And
crazy.
I'm a pool freak, and I can't sit there and watch them. So I think that it's good for that. It makes the back every rack's the same. That was a nice break. No, you need to do it. You got to use a shot. Maybe he'll get over the
All right.
Tommy has. That's the noisiest rack I ever heard.
If they hold the ball, though. Okay.
Well, Tommy's got all the
It's
makes it out. I wish he was here.
Oh, he's.
Yeah. Like Billy Anderson, he's gonna be deadline 8:30. I remember when Tommy used to laugh at people their jobs.
Got to be up at 4 o'clock. All over the table, but
That's why he likes those big pockets because he makes everything and he shoots.
yeah.
20 years ago, Tom was playing good. He was winning most of the time. He was cashing in the tournaments. But Tommy discovered this card game down in Bridgeport, like a gangster card game. So Tommy would go there every day. He told me once after like a year. He said, Bob, I've been going 2 years and I've never once said cash me out. They busted him every single time. And he kept going. And I would say, Tommy, you're a good pool player. You're winning money playing pool. Why are you giving it back? And he'd agree. And then the next day he'd be back in there again. One time he didn't have any money. And the guy who ran the game said to him, Boy, as long as you get that Cadillac outside, you got money. And he borrowed against it once to play guy
That's
Davin.
right.
Oh God, I think he had to pay it back by midnight. And as soon as he won, he ran out of there. He had to go pay for so he wouldn't take his car. Uh, Tommy and I have been pretty friendly.
Go two rails.
Yeah, I think you have to because it's too hard to try to jack up, you know. So I'd be trying to about where the tip
Yeah.
is. That's something I find that seems like carbon fiber. I get more side spin than I normally get. You overcut it. See how far he got that to go with the side spin. With maple, I don't think I could have got that.
Really?
Seems to when I fool around with these things, I, I get more spin than I've ever got. I get more draw.
Rick, here you go.
You should
Certainly opening.
certainly get out from here. I think Oscar's missed more right now than usually see him miss most of the match. But he hit that about as good as he could hope. Remember in the old days, you'd be shooting a nine, your opponent would be standing in front of your vision, unscrewing his cue or counting his money while you were shooting. I said to
You know who did that?
Paulie.
Yeah.
I said to a Paulie one time, I said, "Don't you wear the joint now as often as you unscrew it?"
Dirk, right?
Yeah, just those old timers back in the '70s when they were coming around, Paulie, and
Used to come in every.
oh, there was so much going on back in the '70s. Oh yeah, he was the biggest garbage. So, but I give him respect. At 90 years old, he was still making games that he could win with. He was 88. Beat me for 4,000 one day. He and Jimmy. Uh, I know it sounds like a lot. I was spotting him a lot, but he bet his money and he beat me.
Yeah.
And he threatened to whack me with a cue one, and I knew I had it coming. Like, but we didn't make two on the break again. If he can get by the eight, I can't tell. That's why we have an overhead camera, but I don't push.
Yeah.
But we have a ready to hit it because I might do something wrong. It's normally chicken takes care of all that stuff.
Yeah.
Man, I think it went in and out.
Look at it.
How would Bruce have handled that? The table might be on its side.
Oh, Pete. I used to tell Pete last. That's just
Then you didn't come in.
Pete.
Oscar made it tough on himself, and once again, I'm looking at the wrong four ball.
You shoot it.
Looking here, yeah, and I'm looking in position. No, but it's over there.
He can drag it over. See.
Overcut it. See how easy that stick seems to carbon fiber. They look good too. Great butt.
Surprised you didn't play too much with Evo Chef.
I felt I'm I'm old fashioned.
Yeah.
I don't like change, but it really did play good. But I think best looking shafts. Keelwood shafts are gorgeous. They play good.
Okay.
I assume he just shoots just straight topspin. Just roll down to the middle of the table. Your speed is the whole thing.
Go.
Very. Gonna hit that much better. This should be a close match by the time it's over. They both play really. I don't know what kind of cue. The shaft is. I think it's re. Might be a predator butt too.
Don't believe
Yeah, he has play that one off and on over. Seems to go back.
where's your Southwest? It's in the car.
You ask him which car it was. You know, 40 years ago, you couldn't leave a stick in the car
No, I know.
and say I left my. Because somebody was going to pop that lock. Now they're both starting. They're just starting to go. Very nice. 2-2. That is a. You think that is a predator?
I don't know.
Not sure, but the joint look.
First time I've seen Bart. In
Yeah,
a long
yeah. Weeks ago, he always has a pretty cute one. He really does have. I don't know how many he has, but every week he has another nice one. Thank you, Dave. I thought it was. I didn't know it was a Jacoby. Eddie says the same thing. My God, so it is a Predator with a Jacoby shaft. I have that Jacoby shaft wood though, Ultra something, and I thought that played pretty. Yeah, they play. I think they play pretty good. Yeah. I like to take it down a little bit though. But I don't want to start taking it down and lose something. You know, I would hit the right side of the one. What you thinking? Well, try to come up there behind that, get that whole line there. So that's the. Yeah, oh, that was beautiful.
I'll get it good.
Better than I meant. Yeah, it was.
Most of the time, get that phone.
Yeah, I know. I would expect it. It is so good. Yeah, thank you, Tim. That one. Well, Oscar had a tough shot to kick at. How is he going to kick it? I don't see an. I don't. Can he come? Maybe come
Yeah,
short rail,
yeah.
long rail.
Right.
That might be. That's not great. I don't see anything else to do.
Just
Oh, that's ah, you
get
couldn't have
close.
got that much that shot.
And
And
saved it a little bit.
I'd rather see him try to tie two balls up before he uh, get cut. Ball in hand. Why would he look to? Oh, he's playing. You have a ball in
Wow.
hand. Why aren't you 5 feet closer? I don't. I'm guessing. I think he's
Did he
doing
say,
it. Well, with the ball in hand, wouldn't you just put it up against the one
oh, he
and
was
thin it and left it up there? Yeah. Maybe we are. I don't know. He'll get it. Playing safe too. I think he made it. Joe. How's he like it now?
oh,
Look
like
at
it.
yeah.
How do
We
you like it?
we got to get microphones on the players.
Laughing.
Yeah. How many times in your life did you do that? You think you did a good save, balls in. Now you're in trouble. He's going to be short of that. Yes, he was way short. That was tough to do. Well, they're both laughing. Tied the five up. I don't know, but look at the four, the 5 and 8, and then 6 and 7. You know what? I might. I was gonna say that I might be stuck. Which got him on the first scratch. I don't. know.
But this left.
Yeah, but he'd be shooting a little bit. But and then once again, you have the 6 and 7 to worry about. Very nice. As long as you have
Four
to.
ball.
It must. If still, how do you get 6-7? Oh boy.
I'm looking at the wrong ball.
wrong. That's why I mentioned before I said pink. It's a, you know, but yeah, you get on Jason Shaw's ballroom, and the 6 ball is gray, 7 ball is green. I I've been there not as often as I come here, but I still make mistakes when I go around. Well,
Hey, Bobby.
there's a way. I mean, you could draw it low
You
left
want
to
two
try to
rails?
break it.
3 rails?
You know, I might do. I might try to Merrick it. You know, play the 5 into the 9. Try try to cube over there. That
That's a
might
possibility too.
that was a
A very good
yeah.
save.
Actually, after that, it looks like if he can make the 5, it goes going at the. You see what I meant about the shot?
Yeah.
As long as the 6 and 7 are tight, nobody's getting out.
Those on he can draw it into the corner.
Get close and try to go 2 rail. I don't see anything with that. I don't see any, if you're going to be offensive. He could play it. He hit it.
What was that?
He hit it, man. I was saying he could have just outright played it safe. I say once again, I'd be looking and playing the 9.
Yeah.
Just don't hit the 6 and 7. Or if he just wants to play a straight safe, he could roll up behind the 8
Sure.
off the 5 ball. I think he's playing a. Oh, he hit that pretty good too. Oh, he may have a crack at that. I think,
Break it up with the 9 ball.
or he might make the 9 too. Are they calling their 9?
Just turn around.
Yeah, it might go. It might go in that.
So I think he played. Okay.
Oh, we'll find out. Looks like it's going over there. I'd be going for it right now.
Yep.
Brian would have already shot this shot. That man's out of control.
He's out of control.
I can't believe he made a winner last night. He didn't look good when I left. Okay, he went for it. He went for it. I feel this could be a quick
It's
ratchet.
all over here.
Yeah, hard not to get out. I think Oscar's running to the next shot. This looks pretty simple, doesn't it? Just roll in it. Good shot.
Yep.
Good shot. Oscar got that. Certainly makes it simple for us.
Yeah.
If we just have to
It's
physically
nice. You have like an individual screen,
Yeah.
and then you have the big one.
The
That's
big
really
one
nice.
seems like the one we watch.
You mute that? Like pull him back.
Now we're back. Pretty much here. I assume he's playing safe, but don't really look at that. Can he play the 9?
He can see it.
You know, on that monitor, it doesn't look bad. But on this one, it looks tough.
He can play it careful.
I think he almost
Gotta
okay,
pull it
can't-
back a little
yeah.
bit.
And the one's going to go towards that other corner.
Yeah.
I myself would probably play it safe. It's close enough where someone like Brian would have to shoot at it. He shot it. Oh, he hit that.
Oh,
It's-
did he not make
He
it?
did make the one though, and he still
Made the one, yeah.
What a nice look at that 9 ball hanging there.
Oh,
Okay, where's the 3? You know what? 3 the pink 5 and a 4 in the middle of the table. Guess that's what he would play for.
Play the
Three
three,
and-
then take the four, and then kick the seven
This
into
is
the nine.
This is the 4.
Oh,
Once again. Yeah, Joe, I still do it. I've been in the booth here for a year or so. I hit that very nice. Wait a minute, Joe. Look, he fouled it. Oh, my God. I thought he fouled it right in. Nice shot, Dirk. Dirk looks good when he bends over.
Yeah.
The lefties look good at the table.
Yeah, they always did.
Yeah, they kind of look backwards. 3-3. You know, it's going to go hill.
I think so.
Usually, every time I'm in this booth, we go hill. Almost. That's Lucas, man. And he plays so fast, he's really quick. He and Bobby are going to Turning Stone tomorrow. And, they'll be showing that free tomorrow. It usually starts after in the afternoon.
Was that right?
Yeah, the second day it'll start like 10 in the morning. But usually I think they have the players meeting around noon tomorrow. I'll start looking for it.
No, you show it up.
I think I do watch it through Facebook. It's free.
Right.
Upstate Al. Just go to his spot
See, yeah, okay.
through Facebook.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he's up there. That's right.
Yeah, actually, I'll probably be in Southington tomorrow. So, let's see. Every time he broke, he's made a couple. He did it again. Made 3 this time.
Wow.
Man, I'd pay to break like that.
Pretty good roll is.
Perfect, right in the center of the table. Let's see.
Well, he can't go long here because I think he'll bump into the 4, but he might have to go work.
I think going to he might bump into the 6, but I think that's about the best he can hope for.
Yeah.
I don't see him getting much better than that. He hit it better than I. Wow, overdid it. Did it way better than I thought. Nice shot. Yeah, but look, once again, 4 balls right in the middle there. He got way more on that ball than I thought. It's a little trickier here now from 4 to the 5. He wanted to be short on this.
Go one rail.
Get the shot. Yeah, that's tough to get on that. I mean, he wanted to be short on that. Why I don't often decide if I inch or two one or the other.
Going.
That's right. Who wants to shoot this for their money? And can he make it? Get by the stripe?
I think so.
Yeah,
You think you can see it?
Doesn't look like it on the monitor, but
Well, he can see it, but I don't think he can cut it.
I think I'd be banking the 5 up to the nameplate on the top
And leave the
and try to leave the cue ball down there. Maybe you get lucky, put him behind the 9. But if he has the whole ball, I think he's aiming for it.
I don't think.
No fun.
See it.
Well, he's looking at it. Oh. Yes, he had the whole ball, looks like. Well, yeah, it looks like it. He left. I think he was probably trying to put it behind us. Wow, he went.
Roller.
I think he might have caught the point.
Did he caught
Oh,
the
that's why I went so long. I don't want to shoot this for my money.
Hmm.
Yeah, I played on this stream a few weeks ago, and I remember I wasn't playing well to begin with, but I started thinking about it. I said, "Oh, the whole world's watching,"
That's right.
and I thought it was embarrassing. And since then, about 25 people I thought were friends of mine tell me how bad I am. You were one of them. I got killed for that match.
I saw it in person.
Yeah, I had to sit next to the table. But
Greg was shooting.
yeah, what? I would hit hard. Well, he didn't even hit.
So Greg came in after following day. He came in and he says, "Yeah." He says to me, "Watch that." And
How do you think I felt? My sister watched it a week later, and she called me up to tell me she watched it, and it was terrible what people were saying about me. My sister said, Sandy. I said, Sandy, if I was in the booth, I would have said the same thing. We don't take that stuff personal.
But look at the 2 characters you had in the booth.
Good
Pete
word.
and Brian
Yeah,
the booth. They can't wait.
probably they're all killing me. How'd they all get in this booth?
I don't know.
4 of them with chicken.
That'd be awfully
Chicken.
awfully friendly in
Yeah,
there.
chicken takes up a lot of room.
Oh, chicken was in here?
Yeah, he was in and out. 'Cause I know it was his match to do. He was maybe check maybe he stepped out from it. Started out with chicken in the booth. All right. Well, Dirk just took a 1 game
Hey,
lead.
these chairs are pretty.
Yeah, these are nice. Much better than stools we used to have. Now he's been making 2 and 3 on the break.
Yeah.
Look at he squatted the cue ball, got a little kick. Man, I gotta work on that. But if he can hit him, I'll hit him. It's a nice stroke if you get to go back and forth all the way. Because you got to hit a little speed,
Yeah.
which makes it deflect a little bit if you pick up any sides. Fancy sticky.
Beautiful stick.
Oh, Paul did they're beautiful. He shoots so quickly.
I know.
I mean, I'm
He
getting ready
always-
to try to say something, and he's already hit the.
Always done that.
Always. He plays pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like to play fast. I've got to believe he doesn't. But he get very good on that too. Unless it goes in the side. Like to see put her so closer.
Played in the side box.
I wouldn't, but what's he looking at, Joe? Looks like he's aiming for the side. I'd almost
He
rather
plays
see
in
him
the
play
s-
safe. You know, he could overcut the 2, put the cue ball behind the 6-7. And now he's looking at the corner.
corner.
You know, the problem I have with the corner, you're not guaranteed to get a shot on the next. Whereas if you play the safe, simple safe.
Missed it.
It was tough. It was
Yeah.
not laying
Yeah, it's
right.
interesting. Yeah.
I know this. Sometimes I'm a little too conservative.
But you know what? He shot it in the side. I don't.
That's why I think, yeah. I don't think so. I think it was a bad. That's why I liked safe. You know, when you and I came up in the 70s, nobody shot with inside English.
Nobody.
After the Filipinos got here, started using inside. And then the low deflection came.
I find it very difficult to use.
Low deflection?
Well,
The inside.
Inside.
You got to, I found, if I'm not playing much, the inside English like the first thing to go. Now I'm just guessing. Wouldn't want to. No, but I, often I change cues. I know. That would, nice little one. Okay. That. Nice little.
I know.
Real person kicked it across. I like that.
Kicked it off the short rail.
Here. Thank. Yes, Dirk, Al, I think Dirk looks pretty good. Now they appears to be a little more comfortable. They both, I think, have gotten a little. So that YouTube in the blue, it's Facebook. But YouTube's carrying it too. Yeah. But you never get a right number watching. A couple of different things.
Shooting awfully fast, but
Seems
he's
to.
always been like that.
Is he like Sammy the Shoe Fast?
Oh, not really. Oh,
Nobody
no one
is.
knows that fast.
Sammy. No, let's see. Let's scroll. All right. No, I thought he would go down and up because it doesn't. He's got to shoot it.
Pocket.
Well, he's got the corner, but that. Then you can cut it up top right. Is he looking at the 4-6? Did. Combination.
If he did that.
Yeah, there's no future. Sometimes you get mad at yourself for screwing up. You try to force the next one. Or I do it.
Up on the 7 here.
I don't think you get the 5 past it. Like, I think I don't know what that. I don't know. One of those shots you're mad at your money. Yeah, I don't. Oscar, I'm thinking
It goes
about.
inside.
Well, maybe that's why Oscar's taking so. This is what we need to go overhead. Well, I agree with you. Learn a lot just watching, and if you ever get a chance, learn a lot about pool. The old AccuStats videos when they first came out, because back then every announcer was a champion player. Not like now. I don't think are very good. You get those old guys in the booth. You'd have three world champions in there. That was great. It's funny information now. It is so easily. In our day, people who bet on me wouldn't tell me how to hit the ball because they figured that someday you might use it on them. Oh, but now this shot I hate, Joe, because I could never get the cue stick right. As you're coming up, I I try to get the backhand down low and come up on the. So often I hit the. Well, he made it. God, shooting off the rail has always been a weakness.
Well, you might be right, Bobby. It's go hill.
I usually do when we're in here.
No, it's funny you say it. About 67. I want to learn how to.
Oh God, yes.
You get on the table with something. You want to learn?
I paid my dues. I got beat 1,000 times. In fact, the guy Dave Bell who just left, he beat me a bunch of times before I got good. That's just how it was. If
Yeah.
you now you can join the APA and buy videos. You don't have to pay dues
Yeah, but
anymore.
years ago, you couldn't even ask somebody.
No, they wouldn't answer
Hey,
you.
how do I hold the stick or how do I
Yeah.
grip it? You know,
If I got caught telling you how to hit a ball, one of those old mobsters would drag me aside and make it clear to me, you don't ever do that again. And they were serious. I mean,
oh yeah,
I mean, Bo almost smacked me with a cue one time because I
he's
made
crazy.
a mistake with the rules.
It's crazy.
Oh, he was. But yeah, he was playing a set, and I think it was 2000. I was holding the up money. He won, and I handed the up money to the opponent. So it was already Barry, and I knew I made a mistake. And if he wants to hit me, I was willing to let him because I knew I'd made it. He didn't hit me. Pull that cue back to get me. They didn't tell you anything, Neil. And they liked me, and they wouldn't tell me anything.
Do you remember a player?
Oh yeah, yes,
Short,
sure.
smoke a stogie.
And didn't he have a voice box or something?
Yeah, he could.
Yeah, but he got paid like $3 a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. God, he was old then, and
He was ancient.
that was 50 years ago.
Yeah, they call him Kid Jazz.
There was so many characters that old timers. I used to love being a pool player.
Hang around Lucille. He could. No Jazz, I don't want to play you.
Well, he got away. I don't know what he was trying to do there, but it came out very nice. I assume he was trying to make the bank shot. Now, what do you do here? Can he hit it?
Kick it, I think.
You better be careful. But if he hits it, it's going to go right towards the corner.
Me too.
It had to go towards the corner. Or maybe he didn't have a choice there. Now, I don't really understand what this wash hands means. It says nice, safe wash hands. I don't really know what that means. You know? No. I know we're both older. I not know everything. Expressions.
Yeah.
I know everything old. Agree with that. Well, let's see. I'm in the booth with Joe Piccirillo. He filled in tonight because Chicken is sick. And uh, Joe and I have a history like 51 years ago. When I first walked into Milford Rec, and I thought I was a pool player, he was the house man. And I bought a case from him for $6. I still have it. But that was a great old pool.
Oh,
Oh
great.
God, that really was a great laugh. Okay, thank you. I guess. All right, thank you. Makes sense. I think he's playing safe, but well, it looked like he could have cut that in.
I don't think. I think
No,
the six ball might have
I,
why.
I'd hit the replay, but I don't know how to
Yeah.
disengage it if we get it
Yeah.
on another save. Now that one he could have shot at. I think some point you got to pull the trigger and shoot
Yeah.
the ball. I know when I'm dogging it a little, I was playing. When I start dogging it, I start playing more safes. I was afraid to shoot. As soon as I realized I was doing that, then I made myself jump cue. Like it. Made it. No, I'm not a fan of jump cues. I got four of them, but I'm not a fan of them. I wish they never come up with those. Cool. Clint was asking who's in the booth with me, so I said Joe.
Oh,
And I was like, Joe and I go back a long time. Nice shot. Nice
miss those
shot.
days.
You know what, Joe? It's hard to believe it was 50 years ago. Seems like 10, 15 years ago we were kids hanging on the boat.
Kids have gone out of Vietnam.
Yes. I had a guy one time in Milford Rec. I, I beat somebody and I was a cocky. He, Eddie Hogan. He says, "You're nothing but a Johnny come lately." I loved it. Yeah, I love that expression. Well, meanwhile, he's gone and I'm still here, so I guess I wasn't a Johnny come lately.
Okay.
But the old timers were pretty sharp. Every one of them knew every move there was.
Right.
I don't see that much with the newer players, but God, they were brutal. Things they would do while you're shooting. I played this guy Corky out of Stratford. But really, he was the second best player after Eddie down there. But I didn't know what sharking meant. I was playing him straight pool. Back then, we'd play like 50 a game. And there was a trash can that you could sit on top of it. And while I'm shooting, he's sitting on top, banging the side of the like the bongos. But I don't know what sharking is, so it wasn't bothering me until somebody brought me aside and said, "When did you tell him to stop sharking you?" After that, I couldn't make a ball because now it was bothering me. I wish they had never said anything. But oh God, they count the money every time you're shooting, and like calling unscrew.
Now, nowadays, Bobby, wrong. One screw.
If you're in a tournament, you're out. Yeah,
Oh,
you're taking it. You can change shafts, but you have to ask permission. Oh, I thought he made.
now,
If I'm gambling and you unscrew,
yeah.
I don't. I don't. I just stop. I said, "You making me shoot this?" And if he says yes, I said, "Well, put your cue." It's screw that thing every time
Yeah.
they all they wore is joint out. My God, it's quite a character. It's funny. He seemed like an old man. He's younger than like 20 years than we are now. He was like 50, and he seemed old, but he was sharp. Uh,
Get a temper.
how good did he hit that?
Get that good.
That's the best shot of the set so far. Nice shot, Dirk. Oh, Paul, yeah, when he got mad, I saw him take a 50 ball. And Frankie had to drilled him in the shoulder, the back of the shoulder. Oh, he'd come after you with a stick. He liked me though. We were we were fine together.
Like Minnie, too.
Yeah, we
like
love Minnie. Well,
But So I have it.
Paulie's cute. Nice. Oh, Paulie thought
YouTube.
he had a.
Oh, it was a Palmer.
In fact, those early years we didn't have any yet.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Gucci was a. He showed up with a plastic joint. None of us had ever seen those before.
Yep, he had a Palmer. I forget.
Oh, he had the old case that was like a briefcase that opened a long way.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
nobody was, but he was cool. He came in. You know, even when he was in his 80s, he was still looking to play. I felt bad when he passed. It was a big part of my early years.
The other Sammy.
Oh, Samuel's a sweetheart too.
Yeah.
Um, Dirk made a great shout out, and I see you clapping your hands, so thank you. Now that we know what it means, I'm assuming he'll fit this. And I like what he did. I would have thought try to get underneath that purple ball because then he would have really had it locked up. Because I think if he can't hit it now, he has an easy jump shot to at least hit it.
I ball.
All right. Yeah. It's, that looks pretty good. It looks to me like the three. No, in my monitor, looks like yeah, but look
you
at the
see a
monitor
piece
here.
of it.
Looks tough up there. On ours, it looks pretty good.
Shooting.
Yeah, he must. Oh wait,
We get
he
three.
caught the edge of the three. Got a lot. YouTube. I think this what Bobby's doing is great. You know,
Yeah. I think
live
it's very
match.
cool.
Yeah, I think they should all.
Well, I think Sal was set up.
He's talked about it, but he
Yeah.
hasn't. I think Chickens. I think Sal would like to do it, but he wants someone to do it for him. I don't know how to do this stuff. I don't know, Al. I guess the three was in the way. Ooh, you know,
Good.
I don't want to sound too critical, but people only had to move a foot. Why would he hit it that hard?
I think he was trying to slide the ball back behind the five. Make He'll make the four. They're awfully hard.
And these pockets are only 4 inch. Oh, that's another thing. These are 4 inch pockets.
Yeah.
And now you're hitting it hard. I'd rather be slow rolling it all. Now here's a tough one.
I agree with you, Al.
Yeah. What a nice shot he
shot.
made. With a very nice roll.
Nice shot.
That was a very good shot. He had a couple of nice shots. This one had to hit it. Had to Boy watching it's close.
Mhm.
Someone grabbed the ball off the table. We were talking about an old man named Bo that used to play. Has to do with taking the ball off the table. He'd play one pocket and he would cheat every chance he could. So one time they finished the rack and they're trying to re-rack. Nice shot, nice shot. Trying to re-rack this balls. There's a ball missing. Bo had stolen the ball, put it in his pocket, and forgot it was still in his pocket. And he was the guy, if you accused him of cheating, he was going to smack you with his cue. And he was 88, 90 years old.
Yeah.
He was a piece of trash.
Yeah, he was.
He really was.
Was not
Oh,
a great person. Well, he didn't care for him at all.
but you know what? Paulie didn't care for him. But anytime a sucker came in, Paulie and Bo put their money together.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They did not hesitate. Hey, Bo gave me marital advice one.
You told
Oh
me about
God,
it.
I'm getting marital advice from Bo. Yeah, you have enough angle to come across.
A little bit.
Firm to get across.
You know, never thought about
Nice
banking
one pocket shot.
it. I never thought about banking it.
I think I made a shot like that. I remember my video. I missed
Yours
it.
was a railer,
Yeah,
four railer.
I'm a one pocket collector. I butchered that. I really like Mike August was a sweetheart. He didn't deserve me to get lucky like that. 5-5. That's another thing. I wouldn't hit it that hard. It doesn't take much to miss in a 4-inch pocket. So 5-5.
5-5. Interesting.
Yes, he's the one. Well, 5-5. It's race to 4. Normally, I don't do this much talking. Picking the talking. I'm his yes man. But most tonight.
Bobby, thanks for having me in here.
Oh, it's
I
been
appreciate
fun.
it.
I know you like it. Um, And we do have a history. Thank God. Lifetime. Our kids aren't even. Look, he broke same spot, I think, that Dirk did. And look how much he got nothing. And Dirk had multiple balls for him, fighting to get in the pot. No, there's not.
There's two.
Well, I don't know what he was trying to do, but he came out pretty safe. I don't think he can hit it. I assume he's going to kick from. I don't see much else. Oh, he had the ball. No.
You're going that way?
I like the kicking because you can stop that cue ball right there,
Yeah.
and you get 3 blockers. Could have got away.
Would you have gone 2 rails or just
If for that one kick, I'd like a 1 rail because then you want to hit it solid and stop. You know, from him playing, it might be a little different angle at the table than you and I see it.
Yeah.
It's funny, sometimes they'll pass him a shot that looks easy to me. Then you can walk out there on the table,
Yeah.
and it's so drastically different than you thought it was. He might have got a little straight. Actually, he did. He's going to draw straight back for the 4 ball.
All of it.
Yeah, I think it looks like he's.
He drew it. He would have.
Yeah, I think you're right. I thought he was straighter. Came out of a great pool room, no back. Goodness, that room. Oh, he overcome. That room was good for 2 years. So much going on. You could win 10,000 every day you walk.
That was a new one.
When I went across the street.
Yeah. Well, the old one wasn't bad. I mean,
Yeah, but I wasn't that good yet across the street. I was still getting. And
he
even
used to
yet,
love to play.
all right.
Play.
I could have like Lucas has a room right here. He can come play anytime he wants. I would have worn the whole room out when I was a young man. I loved to play back then. I still like.
He says,
I would have worshipped that man if he could. He did tell me once though.
he's sick.
Oh, how old was he?
80.
Oh,
That was.
all right. Yeah, like he did tell me one time, pool players are a bunch of scumbags. Said because we're all married, most of us home because we want to play pool more than be husbands.
Yeah.
And I remember I disagreeing with him until I did it myself. Years later,
Yeah.
I wanted to be a pool player more. That was 3 wives ago.
Real.
Yeah.
Flip, are you out there?
Yeah, usually we hear from Cliff by now. 9:30. It's just spending a lot of time on the show. There's not a lot of choices. He's right-handed too. That makes it easier. As a lefty, I'd
You're
shoot.
shooting or fucking
Yes, just get to back.
trophy, but
I try to get to the center. Anywhere's in the center of the table, I have the angle off the next ball to go towards the eight.
would you play it with the cue ball on the rail, back cutting it a little bit,
Right
coming
now,
out, or
um,
would you play it like this?
right now, I play what he's doing
Yeah,
because it looks really comfortable.
yeah. I
But
got it.
also being left-handed, I'm left-handed. Being left-handed, if I put it on.
Oh
Oh
my
my goodness!
like, hey,
Oh, even he can't believe that. But like, we're supposed to tell people to
shot.
like and share, but I don't really know how to do all that. So share if you'd like, and like if you'd like. I don't know what else to say. Well, I assume he's just going to roll this in the corner and then play the eight, probably the same corner as the cue ball. I mean, the seven ball. I think
He has that angle.
looks like he's got that. He overcut it. Yeah, but that was the only way I could see it. But well, he left it kind of tough. The way they're pocketing, I think I'd be. They're not coming with many good shots. I would hit the left side of the seven, probably try to put it
But you
feet
hit the
away.
right.
Well, if you can do it,
Oh,
did he have the right side?
yeah, he had the
Oh,
right side.
well, then in that case, that would have been easier than
Yeah,
I would. Well, he hit that about as good as you can.
he could have left the seven ball down.
That would have been. Now here's a shot. I assume he's going to jump it, but this isn't that bad at carom. Play rail first into the seven. Cue ball's going right at the nine. I'd be calling the nine in the corner, and
I think it's wild. I think it's
it might be. I don't know, but that was a nice kick he made to hit it. But you really weren't going to get much kick. I
pretty
thought
lucky.
the other way. Look at that. Going to get punished. I thought that carom was close enough. We had to try it. Now this shot, I'm left-handed, would be simple, but he's right-handed, so he's going to have to stretch. Of course, I forget the cues all have extenders. When we were young, we just all climbed on the table. I mean, I played 10 years. Um, boy, that one. Everybody had a Boston Shorty. Man, it was automatic, and what all the pools let us jump.
Glad they did away with it.
Oh, I think it's good they did away, but I'm glad I learned it first.
Yeah.
It was neat. And I wasn't very tall. This one, he shoots at the side. How close is the cue ball going to come to this corner? Jacked up makes it a little tougher. I think I like it. Oh, nice shot. Oh, that's great. Very, very nice. Oscar just went ahead 6-5.
20.
Yeah. About 6-5. They're taking turns straight. I don't think anyone's had a two-game lead yet.
Oh, you're right.
Every rack go back and forth.
First turn.
Probably.
Colleen, where are you, Colleen?
Lift. Lift by. Oh, he's not getting any kind of action compared to what Dirk's getting. That same spot. He made one and he's got a shot. So your Oscar, figure you're missing balls, but you're still winning. So
88 ball.
Yeah. I'd also move that rack off that the ball. Oh,
He's trying to throw the ball in and stay on this side of it. You know?
I think he was trying, but here's one I probably kicked before. I mean, I would rather see a jump stick on that shot, but it was fairly easy.
What he did is when he cut the
Yeah.
one ball and he overcut it a
Overcut
little
it,
bit.
so it went forward a little
Went,
bit.
yeah, it went farther over.
Right. And like you said, it's Dirk's turn to win anyhow. Right about now, if I was playing, I'd be saying, chopped it up stuff. Usually there's something. I don't know
I've noticed.
how it's. I know like the top couple, but I don't know. There's usually. I know every time. I know every time Brian Merrick plays, there's something. But that man's out of control.
It's like,
I tell you, when I do his matches, we gotta lock the booth. He comes
coming
in,
your.
he'll miss a shot, and I'm starting to say
I
something,
see him.
and
I
he's
see him
over.
running.
You can see him in the corner. Yeah, he runs. You get 2-0 behind it.
Right.
Yeah, Brian. Brian, someone needs a mic on him. They don't need us. Just put a microphone, like Earl Strickland. Just put the mic on them and let them go. They don't need us for anything.
It's funny. I was watching a match. We were both doing it. Pat Fleming, 80.
Well, both great players.
Yeah. Pat Fleming, they would have 4 inch.
He also
3 inch.
played. He was also the first one I saw with a 65-inch cue.
Oh, really?
And then he went to the short one.
Yeah.
I heard a story about Pat.
Brady told me he was crazy.
Oh, but Pat was. People don't realize Pat owns AccuStats. He was a top player himself before. Back when AccuStats first started, he did it like as a hobby. He was a top straight bull player.
Well, the way the match went was Brady ran 80 something balls. Pat only had like 3 or 4. And then Pat ran 89 right after that. I couldn't believe it.
He was really good. You know, you mentioned his sticks. He used to come up with these ideas. He came up with this thing one time. For a year, he only hit every ball with inside angle.
Oh,
So I
really?
ran into him. I think it was Derby City. Good shot. I think it was Derby City. But I was talking to him about that. Oh, Oscar just took. Hit the button. There we go. So I mentioned, I said, I hear you shoot everywhere inside. He goes, yeah, Bob. He said, but now I can't make a ball with outside. But yeah, he still plays pretty good. I mean, he plays Turning Stone and all
Yeah,
that.
he plays
And
Turning Stone.
he went to, he did pretty good last year. And I know he's got to be about 74, 75.
He's close to my age.
Yeah, between you and me, I think. But it was my third one year straight pool tournament.
I couldn't believe him. Hold him balls like
Well, let's see. He broke from this time. This time, didn't make anything.
48. 70.
Eight would, yes, 70. This one, I think he's going to have to use a bridge. And if he cuts it, which he has to do, the ball going to get me past the stripe and the pink ball. And, oh, and he's coming down on it. As soon as I see him come down on it, now I think
Yeah,
he's
he's
go
gonna-
safe. It's be too hard to get that cue ball to get past everything. Yeah. Yep. Well, that worked out.
Yeah, it worked out
He
great.
must have caught the point because it came straight back up that rail.
Yeah, he did. He caught the ball.
I thought he was going to hit harder now. Can't tell.
I don't think he.
You look at down here, it looks possible. but he's looking at us, so he must be able to hit it. He's shooting right at it. Oh hell yeah, Pat Fleming was a legend. He first time I played Pat, I was a kid, and he offered me the 7 ball, and I didn't even ask for it. He just offered it to me. Well, I got the decision. So as we're playing, we started getting friendly. We went out to dinner together. Uh, I don't know what say Oscar. See him pick up, but Pat and I
Nice
immediately we
hit.
got pretty friendly, and but he was a really good straight pull best game. He came out with that thing that slipped over the shaft. He always had these ideas. The metal weight, when the ball was on the rail, slip it over the shaft. I didn't really understand it. Anchor the cue. And then I saw him do it again years later, but not with metal. This time it looked like cardboard. He was using it to break with. I guess it kept the shafts steady, which makes sense. I'm never going to do it,
Yeah.
but it makes sense.
Yeah.
But he always was working on some idea. And even the AccuStats told me once it started out, he was filming people breaking, help him work on his break. And he said he did a video of a match, and somebody said, "Hey, can I buy a copy of that?" That's where he got it, and then Billy Cardone got involved, and he suggested having a voice in there. That's how he got to be the voice of AccuStats for years. And Cardone was a great player.
I've seen him play once. I had to watch him last week.
Oh, video.
Yeah, he played Grady, I think one pocket.
I like the way Billy played better. Grady, I read his book. He wrote it years ago. And I read his book, and you go by what most of these players say. They never lost to anybody.
Hmm.
They were the best in the world. And he was, I mean, you read his whole book, he never admitted to a loss. And somebody asked him about playing the Scotty one. He said, no, I didn't. Well, I know they did because I had a piece of Larry one.
Mhm.
And they were playing in Connecticut. They're playing a game to 150 shot. He spun it over. They were playing a game to 150, and it was raining out. And the table was just dead. Rails were, and they played 2 games and they split them. And Larry won, and Grady won the other. And it was 300 a game, and I had 100. So the next day they're going to play again. The weather was perfect. So now I didn't make the trip up the second day, but I still had 100 of his bet. So I'm calling Terry, who owns the pool room, Terry Key, Terry Cook, Terry Cook, and I'm asking what's going on because I'm sweating my bet. The first game, Scotty ran 152 and out. Second game, he won in like 2 innings. Anyhow, he beat Grady 3 games, about 450 to about 100. So then I read Grady's book and how he said he never got beat by Larry. Well, I was there and I won 300. Uh, Larry, Grady was great, but Larry was, especially from me.
So, is he going
I
to
think
his corner?
I would like to think he's going to cut. You know what? You look at it here, it looks easier in the corner, but you got to hit it firm. I would have liked to see him three rail the cue ball back. Then you could take a stroke.
Would you have played that?
I would have played if it went inside. I would have played it
It went
inside,
inside.
and I would have played it, and then probably played the nine as
Right.
okay. It looked yeah.
That was a great match between Pat Fleming and Grady. You're doing the commentary. Watching
Oh, the voiceover.
Yeah.
I've saw that a couple times. Oh, nice shot!
we played it.
Nice shot. Yeah, I would have. There was another match at one pocket with Nick Farner and Alan, and Nick and Alan did the voiceover, so they comment on their own match. That's what I meant about those old AccuStats. Everybody in the booth was great. You get it. Nowadays, they aren't the same level. I mean, there's some good ones certainly. Back then, and were funny and like oh,
Watch too much of reference highly.
I think when people talk about the greatest of all time, I'm not saying Nicky was best of all time, but
Yeah,
you got to put him in that conversation. He won world titles in like 6 or 7 different forms of.
for really well.
He played. It was real.
Jamie, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Jamie.
Are you out there playing?
Let's see. I think he's going to go. I was going to say he's going to go forward, but I think he's on it. Okay. Well, this isn't going to be to get on the floor. Going to try to draw it again. The one who left earlier.
Yes. Listen, this is
Well, Oscar left himself awful tough. I think this one I'd be playing, especially with Oscar having a lead. I'm ahead of someone 8-5. Oh, that was a nice shot. Nice shot. I don't take any chances.
Eric played Jamie.
Oh, last time. Yes. Yes.
Sorry, I thought you were the other Jamie.
I'd like to see him draw it back about
Why?
6 inches. And I think he wanted to come back and throw it straight in. Now he's got a full round side pocket. He's playing pretty good now. He's on the hill first. Oh, I spoke to him. Shouldn't say it. Really is a curse when we say something does something and they shot to get.
I like that open cue.
Second placement. That what it's all. Oh,
Well, anyway, he does have an open.
a lot of stuff here. That's a nice. That's the nicest bush cover.
Cue.
Gorgeous.
Cases all over.
I know. I know. I think you have to be a single man to live like that. Whole room downstairs got sticks and cases
And they look
everywhere.
like they're all leather.
Everything's. Yeah, I don't think you get.
Hopkins.
Yeah, Jeremy, it really was. They were great. And I'm looking at all those names. I think I played them all.
You played them all, Bobby.
I think I didn't play Archer.
You ever play Rippy?
Oh yeah, I played
Oh, yeah.
Rampage. Yeah, but Alan, I gambled Alan. Alan, Cardone beat me. Buddy Hall beat me. Nicky Varner. I gambled him 3 times. I almost won. I was so mad. I dogged him. I still am mad at myself.
Like for here.
Like, see, get off the rail. Yeah, those old time players were great, and they're great in the booth. Well, Oscar, congratulations. I
Congratulations,
think
Oscar.
I'm not sure. I think there's another match coming, so I'd like it if you stick around or keep checking in. But in the meantime, we're going to step out now.
All right, guys, let's give a thanks again to Bobby and Joe for hanging out with you guys on the stream here. Um, there's supposed to be another match tonight. I don't know if there's going to be that top 10 list match that there was supposed to be, but if there is, we'll definitely join you guys again. If we get any action matches or anything happening tonight, we'll jump back on the stream. So thank you guys again. Big shout out to our sponsors and all of them. And again, thank you to Bobby and Joe for commentating. I'm gonna go ahead and shut her down for now. But like I said, guys, check back here soon. If I find out there's some sort of action or anything fun happening tonight, I'll definitely turn it back on. And if you guys are following the Shark Stream on the road, I know Lucas and Bobby just left for Turning Stone, up in upstate New York there. So keep an eye out for that, and we'll see you guys later.
We want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors here on the Shark Stream. You have Connecticut APA, Sigma Wear, Agency One Group, Jacoby Custom Cues, Women in Pool, Mabel's Tables at Michael's Deli, NM Billiard Sales and Service, 11 Hall Avenue, Wallingford, Connecticut, KM Maintenance, JT's Pool Cue Repair, Salado App, Mark Anthony Home Improvements, Tommy's Tattoo Supply, Jimmy's Auto Service, Joe Master Billiards, Aramith Balls, Organic Tattoo, Vaculease, Tweeden Fiber Corp, Harriman Real Estate, Pool Table Magic, Ben Strong, K Morgan, Man Cave Memories, and of course, Viking Cues, Simonis Cloth, and Andy Gow. This is Bobby saying, boom, without you, there is no us.